is Codefast adapting AI or it's like against AI?
We have been developing this no-code platform for the last 5 years, but
why do you think someone actually needs a no-code platform?
the technology we use it to our advantage. So if you take a tool like Cursor, we also use it internally.
Do you really think that Codefast is empowering non-technical professionals?
I can build an amazing application within few minutes and give them like a 70% of the functionality they need.
As a CEO, how do you manage all the strategical decisions, or how are you empowering people, employees, or innovations at Codefast?
So at Codefast, there are no barriers. So everybody is encouraged to make experiment and fail and automatically correct themselves.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm very excited to sit down with Mr. Radha Alla, the founder and CEO of Codefast, a leader whose clarity and direction continue to inspire the team. Today we'll talk about his journey, his views on innovation, and what's ahead for Codefast. So Mr. Radha, welcome. I'm really looking forward to this conversation today. How are you feeling?
Very good, Shika. Thanks for having me today.
So let's start with the beginning. Codefast is known today for making application development accessible through no code. So let's go back into time, how it all started.
Shika, I'm basically from a technical background. For the last 25 years, I have developed so many applications, and I have a personal experience that it takes like months and years to develop the applications. And by the time you develop the application, the technology is changing so fast every 4 years. When we start application, we think it is a cutting-edge technology. By the time we deliver, in 3-4 years, it's becoming outdated and it's becoming a legacy software. The software companies and enterprises are facing the challenge constantly. Moreover, the business persons and salesperson, they have a tremendous knowledge in the domain. They interact with the customers on a constant basis. They have the great ideas, but in order to execute them, they need to develop on developers and the extensive requirements they need to develop and deliver that one. That requirements may not be properly delivered to the developer. To developer need to understand those requirements and deliver those things.
Absolutely.
The time for that one is like 3 to 4 years.
For years.
Many times more. And the changes are also becoming, customers finally get the product, they want to make the changes, and what they think is the change is going to take 1 or 2 days, it's becoming like a 2 weeks effort or 1 month effort. Sometimes as the applications are developing complex, it's taking even months to deliver. So I thought there got to be a better solution. Then we came up with the idea of how about developing the application without writing any code, where you just need to understand the logic. The logic, we should be able to develop the applications. That's where the Codefast idea came into picture.
Amazing. Let me tell you about myself. I'm a completely non-technical person. You know that, right?
Yes.
So as far as I know about Codefast, it's a completely no-code platform. So, do you really say that the applications that you guys are making are actually like on no code?
Absolutely. I can guarantee you that if you give me a high schooler, I can train them in 2 weeks. As long as he has the analytical skills and logical skills, he should be able to develop a pretty good complex application, which normally a custom software developer 6 months, they can develop in 6 days.
This is amazing to hear. We need these kind of technologies nowadays where students can also innovate themselves, create applications on a no-code platform with no technical knowledge, especially like a person like me. So I wanted to understand, let's go back in time. When did you exactly realize that, so you had this in your mind that you wanted Codefast, you wanted a platform which will be like you can create applications without writing a single line of code. So when did you exactly feel that, oh wow, this is working? I am at it. I'm in the right direction. So when exactly did you feel that?
We have developed prototypes and sample applications for our internal use. Okay, that is one aspect. And we had a coding session of high schoolers, group of high schoolers, like 20 people. We want to train them. So we trained them in 2 weeks. And a seventh grader, he developed a sporting application in less than 2 days.
Oh, that's
It's amazing application where he is able to demonstrate the fact that, okay, he's understood the requirement, he understood the platform. So with the logic, he's able to develop a sports application. So that's where I thought that, okay, if seventh grader can develop an application, I'm pretty sure all the non-citizen, the business analysts and salespeople who has tremendous knowledge, they should be able to develop a complex applications and deliver to the customers in record time.
tremendous. Like you said, all we need is maybe analytical skills, some logics, and of course I should be clear in my head like what my workflow is, and I should be able to complete the application. So next thing I would like to step into that there are already a lot of no-code platforms, let's be honest and practical. So why do you think, somebody actually needs Codefast? We already have a lot of no-code platforms in place. So why Codefast?
In order to solve the custom software development, so if no code platform not going to solve every problem. So there are the tools out there which can solve the simple problems, but what we are looking for is a comprehensive solution for the user. They don't need to use the multiple tools, develop the applications. We want to develop a one software package that can provide end-to-end software solution for the.
So you mean that I don't have to use multiple platforms maybe to run my business? Maybe all those modules, everything can be covered under one application?
Correct.
So under one roof?
Under one roof. So there are applications where you can build the applications very faster, but in order to give a comprehensive solution, for example, signatures, you need to use something like DocuSign. For integrations, you need to use tool like Zapier. For CRMs, they use something different. So instead of using multiple tools, we should be able to use one tool and develop the complete application.
So are you telling me that you can solve maybe signature, the e-signature thing that like you mentioned, and probably integration? So like how would you manage the integration?
So we have internally developed a tool called Connector app. So where it can connect with any applications, it can interact with any applications, get the data from the application and plug into the Codefast in a seamless fashion.
So we don't go outside to do any kind of integration. It's all in-house again.
Absolutely.
Let's get into the idea of why do we actually need no code? We already have a lot of coding platforms like Lovable, which are already coming in place. The code generation platforms, I should say. So why do you think Codefast? Okay, I understand why we need it, but why do you think someone actually needs a no-code platform? Why not a platform which can generate code like Lovable? So why do I need a no-code platform?
It's a good question. So there are number of tools like a Lovable or Cursor or those kind of things. But again, the technology we use it to our advantage. So if you take a tool like Cursor, we also use it internally to expedite our development. But the problem with these tools is that they generate the code. You need a developer to understand the code and maintain the code. You need to have a lot of developers and you need to maintain the time over the period of time. Like I said earlier, the technology is changing so fast. Every 2 years, new versions are coming up. For example, if you use a Vue or React and everything, every 6 months they release a new version. But unless you have a big team to maintain the code, and there's an expense. So the idea here is that a business analyst should be able to develop the software without writing the code. There is no need for the code generation. There is no need to code generation. Nobody needs to understand and learn the new platforms. So what you need to worry about is the domain knowledge and logic. And you should be able to maintain that one. And also, if you use the code generation and develop a product that becomes an off-the-shelf product, you need to maintain. With the dynamic changes, everybody's needs are different. Take for example of CRM. So CRM is
I may need different things. You may need different things.
Exactly. If you use tools like HubSpot off the shelf, you need to tune into their functionality.
Is there modules?
Yeah, but whereas my company, my needs are completely different. But earlier in the days of custom software development, I cannot afford to develop my own CRM. I have to go with the off-the-shelf product. Now with the Codefast, you exactly specify your needs, how your workflow needs to look like, what are the fields you need to collect from the customer or leads, how we are going to use those leads, how we are going to track those leads, or with the set of fields you want to customize it. With the no code platform, within a day or even hours, you can generate that one, you can start using it, so it will speak your language.
So now let's talk about a hot topic which is trending nowadays, which is AI. So I just have a simple question, like, is Codefast adapting AI or it's like against AI? So like, are you adapting AI? Are you generating workflows with AI? Like, how does that work?
So AI is the integral part of our development. So we have been developing this no-code platform for the last 5 years, but with the OpenAI, things changed dramatically.
Wow.
So I talked about, right, an application with the custom development used to take like months and years. So with the Codefast, we are able to develop like in a weeks and probably few months. So with the introduction of the AI and the Gen AI, so how we are utilized, the what used to take for weeks, for months, for us now it's taking days and even hours.
I mean, with AI coming into picture.
AI coming into picture, because if I'm a business analyst, if I come up with a customer requirement, AI is helping us to generate the requirements. We feed that requirements to the Codefast. It can, within minutes, it can generate the majority of the application, like a 70% of the application.
Wow.
What used to take weeks, I can get it in 5 minutes. So I don't, if you want to define a CRM or HRMS or any application, so AI understands what fields normally the employee object needs, what fields the customer needs. So it completely understands the domain, and it can generate all the skeletons and relationships, even samples.
Oh,
Okay, so I can pretty much get up and running in like 2 minutes, under 2 to 3 minutes. Even with the no code platform, I still need to drag and drop the fields. Still need to create the logic and everything. With the help of generative AI, I can create all my action automatically. I can create all my validations automatically. If I want to create a survey form, all I need to do is create an employee survey form for me. So within a minute, I got the form. I can send it to my employees. So it's an integral part of our solution.
so we are adapting
It
completely.
in every phase.
Amazing to hear. So, so when you say drag and drop, I mean, we were talking about it in the initial time also. So basically what you do is you drag and drop and you design the templates. And with AI coming into picture, like you said, we can probably give a prompt and the
Exactly.
template can be designed.
Give a prompt and a template can be designed. Or if you want to extract fields from a document, you just need to drag a document. It will automatically extract all the fields and map it to your entities. And within 2 minutes, I should be able to create my entities. I mean, if it is a lot of use cases where they have the lot of old documents, people have the signed contracts and everything, MSAs, those kind of things. And I can just upload the document, it extract all the important fields and it stores the data, so that I can set my reminders and contract expiration dates and so forth.
This sounds amazing. Like, do you really think it gives us the complete application, or I can work on it again, or I can, make changes? Whatever AI is giving me, I changes to it. I don't have to rely on it, right?
You do not need to rely on it. You can mix and match it. So you can ask the AI to create the forms for you, or created form, you can go ahead and change them. And for any point of time, you don't need to understand the code. You don't need to worry about the code at all. So all worried about it is your logic and your customer requirement. The rest, the application will take care of it.
Application now. This is really amazing. I mean, with AI coming into picture, I know I've been using AI constantly. Like every day, I use AI, GPT for so many things. But to create applications by just giving a prompt or probably by just uploading a document, it sounds fantastic. I would really love to create an application for myself one day, maybe soon. So now let's jump on to the industries that you guys are catering now. So are you like just focusing on one or maybe a couple of industries, or like you said, I can create any type of application? So I'm assuming that it can be any application related to any industry, or like how does that work?
Any data-driven application, it is industry agnostic. So you can take the hospitality industry or the what you call staffing industry or manufacturing industry. So depending upon their needs, any application you should be able to create, and you can also mix and match the applications. For example, even if you say the manufacturing industry, apart from the procurement software or warehouse management systems, they also need a HRMS system. So you can create a single application. You can have all of them, or you can have multiple applications and interact with each other in seamless fashion.
Great. So another thing that just came to my mind while you were explaining this is about legacy system. So nowadays I've been hearing that, legacy systems are outdated. So what is your approach? Do you think like is Codefast adapting legacy systems, and like how does that work?
There are two things with the legacy systems. One is the legacy systems that are not maintainable,
Okay.
and there are legacy systems which are solid enough, but they need a push of the AI or additional capabilities that are needed, which are not possible within the legacy systems. Where in the second case, we can provide the CodeFast application solutions, where you develop the applications using CodeFast, and you interact with the legacy systems and store the data in that one and get the data from that one. So it acts as a complementary to your legacy system. The another use case is that the legacy system is completely not maintainable, and it reach the end of the road, where we can take the logic and we can pretty fast we can develop. I have a couple of examples where even within our own software systems, we have a software called OPL, where is a workflow automation tool. They have developed in PHP, and which be like 7-year-old. They are becoming not maintainable. The AI features also is becoming difficult. So they probably developed that over the period of 7 years. So within 2 to 3 months, we are able to completely replicate the application and use it for the set of like 25 customers, enterprise customers. They have been using it. All 25 customers, they got the single version of the software which meets all their needs. That's a perfect example of where a legacy software can be replaced with a CodeFast solution.
This is amazing to hear. But I'm also wondering, digital world is moving at a very strong speed. So do you think no-code platforms will be relevant, or they should be, or like how much relevance they will have in future with the pace of at which, our digital world is moving ahead, with AI coming into picture, of course?
The digital transformation is happening, and which we are adapting AI. And wherever there is no need for the software developer to be maintained, a code doesn't need to be maintained, and all the technology changes. If let's say we have used like 1,000 applications developed using CodeFast, but the technology is changing, technology upgrade is needed. What we need to do is we need to do once at the platform level, all the 1,000 applications will get the updated versions automatically. So that is the greatest advantage of the no-code platforms.
And how we can sustain it like with
Absolutely,
AI.
absolutely. Because only one code that needs to be maintained at the central level, and all the applications are using that one, they get the advantage. All they need to focus is on their domain, their specific needs. They don't need to worry about technology.
So we've been emphasizing a lot on how non-technical people can use the software and create applications. So do you really think that Codefast is empowering non-technical professionals?
So like I mentioned earlier, there used to be the days of where you need a salesperson, you need a business analyst, you need an architect, you need a developer, you need a QA person. So with the CodeFast kind of technologies, you can converge all roles into single one. If I'm a good salesperson, in front of my customer, I can build an amazing application within few minutes and give them like a 70% of the functionality they need, get their feedback right there, and if they need a logic that needs to be updated in front of them, I can do it within a day. As a salesperson, I can develop application, so that amazes the people. Not only that, you can train your customer saying that, hey, you don't need to depend upon me, you can make your changes right away
As the no code.
as a no code. So the customer is also empowered. So once they get the application, any changes they need to make, right at the moment. Within a couple of minutes, they can operate. Earlier with the customer software development, even if you want to make a simple change like add a field or something, depending upon the type of application, it may take a week, 2 weeks, even sometimes months. Where I can do it myself. I don't need to depend upon anyone.
Yeah. So it makes not only the developers, or I should say the non-technical professionals' lives easy, but also the client, because they don't have to reach out to us for any kind of small changes. They can do them themselves, no matter they are technical or non-technical. So if you would like to pick just one no-code application, any application that would probably show the power of Codefast, so what would that be?
I mean, I'll give a simple example of HRMS. Everybody understands, right? Yeah. So HRMS is an application where employees they can maintain their onboarding. When an new employee is hired, so there is an onboarding workflow that needs to be happen. Once they need to sign a set of documents, and after that one, they will start and working, whether it is at the client site or if you're a product company inside you. And then there is a leave management. When you apply for the leave, there is approval process, all that goes on. Or I have a employee self sign-in portal where I should be upload my timesheets and work reports and all that stuff. All those things I can develop under a day, few hours. Okay. Or if I want to onboard my vendors or customers, so all these workflows can be configured within a day. So whereas if I want to utilize the same thing like an off-the-shelf product, I just have to limit myself to the functionality they give us. So
I get that.
Perfect example.
Absolutely, I get that. So like you mentioned, so the next question is somehow related to what you just said. So if you want to give one application to your own employees, like your team members, to make their daily life easy, what application that would be?
So I'll give you two specific examples how the Codefast using agentic AI internally, how it is useful and part of the platform itself. So I came across one requirement where people are posting the job requirements on their websites or online. So in the US, there are a lot of compliances that needs to go through. For example, equal opportunity, specific things you cannot discriminate people, the ADA compliances, number of compliances. So what custom software cannot do that one because they need to adapt the AI into the platform, and it's not easy. So whereas here, what you do is you develop one agent, give it as a prompt, saying that you are a job analyzer and you are going to take the requirement of the job description, and you are going to follow the setup rules and validate those rules and give me the output, that correct output that matches the requirement of compliance. So I just need to create a job description and create an agent inside that one without any writing any code, and feed it that one to job description. As soon as you write a job description, say validate, it validates that one. It will generate a report of like why it is not compliant and what areas you have an issue, and even gives the output of the job description.
So the candidate's response will also be captured, and the system will actually understand the responses and maybe give us a report on who is eligible and who is not.
Absolutely. You can take it to any extent you want. So another example is that with the no-code platform, it's a platform, the domain independent, right? You can generate any type of applications. But once you generate the application, nowadays people do not want to use the software. They want to talk to the software. They want to interact with that one, because in order to learn the software, especially the CEO level people, C level people, they're not going to understand the software, where the reports are, etc. So with the agentic AI framework we have developed, you just talk to the software, or you can just type in like saying that, hey, send me my employee reports, like who did not submit the timesheets for this week. So it will automatically understand your prompt, it will do the background processing, and it will send you the report. Or I can schedule something like, okay, send me a birthday wishes for all the people like whose uh, birthdays are this week, or send me the report of the pending invoices from the customers, outstanding invoices. So all those things can be done manually by accessing the software, but with the prompt you should be able to do that one. So we don't know what kind of applications are developed, right? So you develop an application, automatically the inbuilt functionality it will create, the agentic framework will be ready for you so that you can start using it. So without writing any code.
And everything is on a no-code platform. You're not using any code. I mean, this is very exciting. I love the part where you said that I can just simply give a prompt to the agentic AI that I need to see who hasn't filled the timesheet. That excites me the most as a
Absolutely.
as a team of maybe managing of 5 people or 6 people. I would love to use that feature as well.
But there is a very simple example. You can ask the questions like, why my payroll is more this month. So it will understand the prompt, and it will go into the system. It will get the last year payroll data, this year payroll data. It will also, you will set up the parameters like maybe the payroll is more because of, if it is hotel industry, payroll is more because you have the occupancy is more, or like or the maybe the minimum wages increased, or whatever the reasons. So it will analyze the results. It will give you the reasons, exact reasons, like why payroll is more.
This is really interesting. I mean, this is amazing to hear. So if I, in a nutshell, I want to say it's a no-code platform where probably you can create any application with multiple modules at all under one roof. And for any kind of integrations, I can do that in-house. I don't have to go outside to do any integrations. And we are also adapting AI. So it's a power pack, I should say, which we have everything. If I talk about Codefast, we have everything. Is there anything else that I'm missing that you would like to tell, that why Codefast, or is there any other USP that you would like to mention?
When I say Codefast, so nothing, I mean, not everything can be done writing without writing the code. For example, there are some compliances that are needed, right? Electronic signature softwares and document management. That is not really no code, but you need a code to develop that one. So normally people use the standard softwares like DocuSign or so forth. So what we have done is we have developed the completely suite of document management system. It is not only just the electronic signatures, it is a completely life cycle management of the contracts, right from the contract generations. AI can generate the contracts. You just give a prompt saying that, give me a NDA, or like a purchase order, the contract, or so forth. It will generate the contract. It will extract the fields, or it will put the placeholders. It will like link that placeholders to your internal database tables. As soon as you sign the contract with the fields filled, it automatically save those fields. Either you can send it to other systems, or you can use it within no code platform for your later generation purposes, or you can track the due dates or the contract expiration dates, where you can send the automatic reminders. You can maintain all the documents. So you don't need to use, in a sense, third-party softwares to manage it. One software does it all.
So let's talk a completely different segment now. Managing all of this as a CEO, how do you manage all the strategical decisions, or how are you empowering people, employees, or innovations at Codefast?
I believe the innovation thrives when people are trusted, and then when they're empowered, the new ideas comes in. So at Codefast, so there are no barriers. So everybody is encouraged to make experiment and fail, and automatically correct themselves with the failures. So we give complete liberty and trust our employees to come up with the innovative solutions. And there is no hierarchy. So anybody, a fresher to a senior person, can come up with their ideas and then execute the ideas. So that's how we can keep people empowered, encouraged, and the outcome will be the world-class applications and solutions we can develop.
And this is really great to hear that how you said that anybody from a fresher to an intern or to a CEO level person can actually just, give their ideas and do the experiments. I don't think I've never heard anybody talking about this. So thank you again, Mr. Radha, for sharing the story behind Codefast, how it evolved, and what are the new innovations and the visions at Codefast. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Shika. It's a great conversation. I look forward to having more conversation like this one and to take the innovation to the new world.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure to do it again. Thank you.
Thank you.